This Tony Cash, you now rocking with Hip Hop Since 1987. Gang shit.
Shout my Hip Hop Since 1987 niggas. HipHopSince1987.com.
What's good? It's your boy Rick Dange here with a friend of the site, a name you're definitely gonna hear in 2018, making his runs through Philadelphia and beyond, my man Tony Cash. What's good with you, bro?
What's up, bro? Chilling, man. First of all, let me just start off with saying this. It's a big honor to be on this platform. Hip Hop Since 1987, that's something that I grew up watching, you know, especially like after high school. And I would always watch Meek on there, a lot of huge Philly artists, Ab, just to name a few. And it's definitely a huge honor to be a part of this platform and to have my voice heard, for real. So
well, we appreciate that, man. It's a pleasure for us to be sitting down finally getting this interview in. You've been moving around the streets of Philadelphia a lot.
Yeah.
You know, with the way the internet is and the streets is, your name has popped up in a variety of places, but this is your first time being on my camera. For the people that don't know you, tell them where you're from and tell them how you got your name.
Well, I was born in Temple, so I was like up 24th and Lehigh. Okay. But my parents, like, the hood was so dirty and grimy, killings, and you know, same stuff was going on now. Back then was worse. It just didn't have no cameras and stuff. It didn't have no iPhones and no Galaxies to capture. But they wanted to get me out of the hood ASAP, you know, as any parent would. So they moved us up to Frankfurt when I was like about 7 or 8 years old, and ever since then I've been rocking in the F, man. You already know. Okay.
So what was life like for you growing up in Philadelphia?
It was pretty good. I could say, like, I didn't have it the best, I didn't have it the worst. You know, growing up in Philly, man, it come with a lot of love and a lot of hate. Right. It come with, you know, whenever there's good, there's bad, and there's definitely a lot of bad vibes in the city. Whenever you're doing good, people definitely see you as a target to try to take you down. That's for sure. That's one thing I learned growing up. But other than that, I love my city though. It builds you to be tough. It builds you to not take no shit.
For sure. Anybody
from Philly, we ain't gonna take no shit nowhere, no matter where we at. We could be over there, over there. You know a Philly nigga when he walk in the room. So, man, I love my city, but it's definitely get you rugged, it's cutthroat, and if you don't do the right things, then you could end up in some pretty bad predicaments, man. I could say that.
Now, being an up-and-coming artist coming out of the city of Philadelphia, what's it been like for you? What's your grind like? What's the hurdles that you've been hitting? What's it been like coming out?
Man, there's a lot of, like, coming up. One thing I could say, like, when you know how to network, is a lot easier, like, to when you keep to yourself. Like, if you reaching out to people, you know, just remember the worst thing they could say is no.
Right.
The worst they could say is, you know, nah, not right now. They'll spin you. But one thing that I've learned that helped me come up as an artist is networking with other artists. Right. Even if the dude don't got the most popping views, if you like his sound and you see potential in him, work with him, because you never know where he might be one day. Right. So, you know, I work with a bunch of artists in Philly, so that helped me a lot. That helped me network and spread out throughout the city, spread out in different crowds and stuff like that. So you can't stay in one lane, you gotta keep moving and switching up. So
so networking has been like the most important thing for you.
Key. Definitely one of the keys.
What actually got you into rap? Like, what made you want to be a rapper?
Well, what actually got me into rap, I always grew up on hip-hop. Like, that was my favorite genre. Okay. You know, I grew up on Biggie, Tupac, Wu, like a lot of classic hip-hop, because that's who I was around. Like, my brother, my pops, that's who they would listen to. Okay. So I always was naturally drawn to the culture and all. Like, I used to dance. Like, when I was a teenager, we used to pop lock and break. So I consider that to be a form of hip hop.
That's definitely part of hip hop.
Definitely. So, but like towards, like, once I started getting a little older, the dancing started to phase out, and then actually my man Ron Torch, he the one that actually show me the steps and show me the keys. Like, bro, this is what you gotta do to sound like this. This what you gotta do to sound like that, to sound hot. And you know, when you got a solid team behind you, you always gonna win no matter what. All you need is foundation and trust, man. So that's what got me into hip hop. He would say, "Come on, bro, like stop slacking." Because at first I didn't want to be the main runner.
Right.
I just wanted to be, let me hop on this track and let me be the party boy.
Right.
And he would always tell me, you know what, bro, take this seriously. And then, you know, after a while, that's exactly what I did.
Okay. So, how would you actually describe your style?
If I could describe my style, I would say it's real, raw, street, yet compassionate. Like, you know, a lot of my songs have a message to it. It might not always be the best message, but it might come out raw, but it's still a real message behind that rawness, because sometimes the truth is ugly and the truth hurt.
Okay.
So, you know, I never hold back. I just always talk what I experienced, and I guess you could kind of say I'm a storyteller too, because I always talk what I experienced and what I'm doing, what I'm currently doing, what I used to do. So, but yeah, I'm raw, real, and tell the truth, everything, authentic.
Okay. Authentic rap. Okay. Now, if I jumped in the car with you right now, besides yourself, what artists are you listening to? Like, who gets you hype? Who inspires you?
Man, I listen to a lot of people, but right now, or in Philly, I would have to say Meek Mill for sure. That's number one. Free Meek Mill for sure. Ab always got me in my bag. Like,
shout out to Ab.
Shout out to Ab, man. Like, he was a big help. He looked out as far as my career and giving me a stamp and giving me a space, working with me, doing a video with me and stuff. Ab, Meek, I gotta say NH.
Shout out to these guys.
Cassidy. Like, the list go on. Joey Jihad. Like, it's so many. That's just Philly. I can go forever just on Philly. Some of the newer guys, Drama, he get me motivated.
Shout
if I go,
Drama.
I'm on Instagram. If I'm scrolling, I might be like, you know, not motivated at the time. If I go on his page, he always gonna get me in my bag, because he always constantly working. So that's motivation. Shout out to Young 187, YO. Like, you know, it's a bunch of Philly, but outside of Philly, like more in the industry, I fuck with G Herbo, Lil Bibby, Moneybag, Lil Baby. I like the grind music, bag music, like motivational music that gonna get you out there and, you know, get some money in your pockets, or tell you what not to do in certain situations, so you can learn from these guys. So that's more up my lane. I like that. Okay.
Now, earlier you had mentioned how important it is to network, and also how important it is to have the right team. Yes. But you're actually an artist that manages yourself.
Correct. Yes.
What's it like managing yourself and doing things like setting up your own marketing plans and approving your own budgets?
Yeah, it's really hard. Like, a lot of the artists I named, the first thing I learned from working with all of them is that they got a solid team. Yeah. A solid manager. They got management. They got all of these things that, you know, when you see an artist, you just see the artist, but it's so much that goes into why he's there, where he's at. So it's definitely difficult being your own manager and providing your own budget and being disciplined enough to know what moves to make, because you don't want to spill all your money into something that's not going to be beneficial, that's not going to help you out, and it's going to wind up bringing you backwards. So, you know, you gotta, it's like being your own boss. Like, you gotta be on top of yourself, because you might want to go out to the club and throw a couple bands, but then you gotta know, like, damn, I got this project coming out, and I might have to take a trip to New York. I might have to take a trip to Atlanta to just try to push my project out more than just my city. So you gotta think $20,000 in the club, or $20,000 on trips and fees and airports, you know, airplanes and hotels and shit. Like, all this stuff is real. So it's difficult, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's gonna make me stronger as a person. So
no, I agree with you. I feel like you're getting all the knowledge, and you're fixed because you're the one doing it. You're hitting all the roadblocks on your own, figuring that shit out on your own. I definitely feel like it'll help you in the long run. Are you looking for a manager? Like, if somebody's watching this, they're like, "Yo, I like your grind."
Absolutely. Like, if the situation is nice, and, you know, we sit down and talk and we can come to a nice agreement, yes, I absolutely wouldn't mind taking help. That's one thing about me. I never turn down help, and if I feel like your intentions are true and you're really trying to help me, and we're gonna help each other, we both gonna get paid. Because at the end of the day, you gonna get money, I'm gonna make you money, you gonna help me make money. So that's all we need. So yeah, anybody watching this, hit me up, get my DM.
Focus managers, if you focus, get with my man.
Yes sir. No bullshitters, no slackers. Cause I had, you know, a couple fair shares. Oh yeah, I want to manage, and be all hype. It's just all hype, but only serious inquirers.
Right, right. Let's talk about fatherhood a little bit.
Yes.
Congrats on becoming a new father.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate
That's a blessing right there.
Yes, it is. It's very blessed.
What's the experience been like for you?
So far, I love every minute of it, man. The late nights, like, you know, the things that people don't like about being a parent, I love every minute of it, and I'm grateful for every minute of it. You know, the late night she crying and feeding her and everything about it. When I come home from a long day of work, or when I'm out running around, and she there to greet me every day, and every morning when she wake up, it's truly a blessing. Words can't describe how it makes you feel, and at the end of the day, it gives me the most motivation ever. Like, nothing can motivate me more than
I'm about to say that.
looking into the eyes of your own child and just knowing that you want to give them everything in the world. Okay. So yes, I love it.
Now, how hard has it been balancing your personal life with your music career, especially now that you're a new father? Extremely
difficult. That's one thing I gotta say. Because, you know, we only humans. Like, we only humans, and you can only be in one place. Like, you can't split yourself into 100 people and be in 100 places. So it go back to being disciplined and deciding what's the right moment. Because sometimes you got to take sacrifices. With this game, I think everybody know it comes with sacrifices. Sometimes you can't make every family event. You can't make everybody certain birthday. Like, if I got to make an important business decision and I got to fly to Jersey, you know, go to Jersey or go to New York or somewhere, I can't be in Philly. So, you know, certain things like that, you just got to kind of weigh it out. You got to balance it. It's all about balance. If you can keep it balanced, then you'll be fine. Me, I'm still working on the balance part. Spending time with family at home and grinding, trying to get money, running around, like. But, you know, we always gonna work on it. There's always room for improvement. So
sure.
Definitely, but it's difficult though. And if you really want to do this rap shit, you really gotta be dedicated to it. You gotta put days, mornings, nights, weekends, everything. There ain't no cap on this stuff. So
right, it's a 24-hour job.
Gotta put your all into it, or else you're not gonna make it.
Okay. Now let's talk about safety a little bit. You're an artist that's starting to get a nice little buzz. In 2018, especially with like the internet and everything being so visual, talk about moving around carefully in the streets. And now that you're starting to gain a buzz, like what you've been doing or observing to make sure you stay safe.
That's one thing, man. Philly is one of those big cities, and they say it's the city of brotherly love, and there is love in Philly. There's a lot of love in Philly. Don't get it messed up, but there's a lot of hate. And when you are becoming someone of importance, it's just natural for people to shoot you down and try to make you a target, because it's like, it might be somebody that knew you, and then they just see like, damn, I was sitting in that same classroom as him, or damn, we was working at that same job at one point, or, you know, damn, I was right there with him. And then when they see you rising, instead of looking at it as motivation and let me hit him up to see what he's doing and let me see if I can help him get where he need to go, and collaborating, they feel like it's just the easiest thing to just, fuck that, I'm gonna just make a name off him, I'm gonna record, I'm a world star, you know how that shit goes. So definitely with each move and the higher you get up is the more clout for somebody to try to come and snatch that shit away. Because you think if, you know, and it's natural, you think Meek can walk around in Franklin Mills Mall, like, or, you know, any mall for that point without security, or, you know, he got to go to certain malls where there's a certain spending, like, because we're certain people that got the money that he got, so he don't got to be all. But if he go anywhere in the city, people just going to try to, you know, pop up, you know, everybody. That's what any superstar, PNB Rock, Lil Uzi, I doubt you'll see them pulling up to a lot of old spots they used to be able to pull up when they was on the come up, because, you know, people want to tear you down, and you got to be smart, you got to, everybody not your friend. You gotta be able to read body language. You gotta be able to read vibes and peep that shit, because they will come and get you, like, if you're slacking.
Right. Now, let's talk a little bit about the music again, man. A lot of people may not know, but you work with a lot of Philly artists that are on the rise, such as AR Ab, NH, Drama, Young 187, and a bunch of other artists in the city that have established names. Right. What was it like working with all those guys?
Man, it was a learning experience. It really was. And for everybody I ever met, they always embraced me with mutual respect. They all listen to my stuff. They fuck with my shit, just like how I fuck with their music. And yeah, man, if I always say, like, if I'm working with somebody, if I can't learn from them, then I'm gonna try to teach them, you know, because knowledge is power. So I feel as though us as Philly artists, we all need to stick together. And if I don't know something, shit, share that knowledge with me, just like how I would with you. So
right,
working with them definitely was fun, cool vibes, everything was lit. Fucking Ed was in the studio, wow, and it was fun, man. It was popping, and it's just, and again, like, I grew up listening to this guy, so it's just like, just being in the same room and having the opportunity to work with him and be on the same, you know, go back and forth on the same track. It was amazing. I wouldn't take nothing away from it. You know? Shout out to everybody I work with. Shout out to, there's a bunch of artists. There's too many to name, but you know.
Okay. Now, another Philly guy that you linked up with is DJ Amir. How did you meet him, and how did it feel being played on the radio?
Shout out to DJ Amir. That's my big homie, man. He gave me my first look on the radio, man. I think we ran across each other at a performance, and I had met him there, and you know, I performed or whatever. And then, you know, after that, I followed up. Like, we networked and stuff, and I followed up on his Instagram. You know, just hitting them up as an artist is supposed to. I don't come ratchet. You don't come with nothing less, you know, if you're talking business, you gotta talk business. You gotta do what you gotta do, whatever. So, you know, I came to him correct, respectable. We met up, had a little chat, and at that same time is right around the time I did the song with Ab. So when I sent him that joint, he was like, yo, it gotta go on the airways. So I was like, bet. I was excited. This is somebody, I'm on the track with somebody I always looked up to. You know, he the man kind of in Philly, like. And then, you know, being played on the radio was a combination of both. So it was something that, it was amazing, really rad. And, you know, to all you other artists, because I get DMs a lot, and people be hitting me up like, how you get on the radio? How you get on the radio? And it's just like, you know, it's just one of those things that you just gotta do it. It's just it's not no one simple answer for that. You know
Definitely
what I'm saying?
Not.
So,
okay. All right, well, you know, like I said, blessings are coming your way, man.
Yes, sir.
Besides Philly people, you've also worked with G Herbo's official DJ Milticket, for your first mixtape. What was that experience like?
Blessings on top of blessings, man. I've reached out to DJ Milticket early, when I was doing the first Neighborhood Gas Man, and you know, I sent him a couple tracks, and he got back to me. He's like, "Yeah, let's do it, let's work." And we got on top of that. He hosted my first mixtape and my EP that I dropped. And it's Philly to Chirac stuff. It's love, like, and that goes into what I was saying earlier. Networking. I would have never had that connect, or never had that line had I not reached out the correct way. And shit, if I was asked, maybe he wouldn't have rocked with me. So that also got a lot to do with it too. So yeah, it was nice, man. And I could always link up with him. If I'm in Chicago, I'll definitely hit him up. Or if he come to Philly, he hit me up. He was in Philly not too long ago, but I was so busy running around, I didn't get a chance to link up with him. But definitely, shout out to Big Milticket, man.
Okay, man. Artists that's watching this, man, take a page out of this man's book. He mentioned how he networks with all the guys in his city.
Yes.
That helps a lot. And then also he's networking with the DJs.
Yes.
So DJs. That helps as well. I see on your Instagram that you just dropped a new video this week called "What We Do Freestyle," right?
Yes.
Tell us about the song and what it was like putting that video together.
So, alright, I'm riding around, you know, as I always am, and then "What We Do" song popped up, the classic with Freeway, Jay, Beans, that's a Philly classic. So as I'm listening to it, I'm like, man, I don't think nobody ever did this. So I said, let me take the opportunity to kind of be the first one after them to kind of like make it poppin'. So I did that, John, and that's one of those verses that came to me so naturally, just because of how the beat flow.
Yeah.
how everything went, man. And that joint just came out a couple days ago, so go check that out ASAP.
Okay, we're gonna make sure when we drop the interview, we throw the video on the bottom of the show.
Nice.
If somebody's watching this and they never heard your music before, what's the first song or the first video that they should check out from you?
That's a very good question. The first, to be honest, I would say go check out the Ab joint. Go check out Tony Cash, AR Ab, In the Cold. It came out last year, but that joint's still doing numbers.
Sure.
And I'm still pushing that thing heavy, man. We gonna push it until the day so we can't push it no more.
Right. Okay. Now, do you already know what the next record you plan on dropping is?
Yep, I already got my next record is actually gonna drop as a visual, shot by I'm So Digital. My man Germ Dope, DTM. That's my camp. That's my squad dedicated to money.
Okay.
It's called Secure the Lick. It's gonna be dropping. We're gonna drop it out the sky. It's gonna be a treat.
Okay.
And yeah, be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be a heavy visual, heavy track. It's an anthem for anybody that's trying to get money out here in the streets, running around. It's an anthem for a lot of young brothers coming up.
Okay. Now, I know you're working towards dropping your new project, Gasman 2, on 420.
Yes.
Tell us about the project.
The project is actually, we wrapping it up right now. I'm in the stew right now.
Okay.
Wrapping up. Pretty much got all the verses. People hit me up for verse. Oh, can I be on Gasman 2? Like, it be going crazy a little bit, but we done for this mixtape. Yeah, we pretty much wrapping up. I'm still deciding how many tracks it's gonna be, but it's looking like 10 right now.
Okay.
10 solid tracks, all hits. Some gonna have you thinking. Some are like have a message. They conscious songs, conscious street songs. And then I got some bangers, and I got some shit, for the players in the club and shit. Everything. I got a little bit of everything for this one. So be on the lookout. 420. Hosted by DJ Amir too. 420,
Gasman 2. Make sure y'all grab up. Are you trying to get a deal, or do you want to stay independent?
I'm actually, that's the $1 million question. I'm actually weighing out. I'm still weighing out both options because, I see a lot of independent artists that are very successful.
Definitely.
And I know that keeps the most money in your pocket personally. It's less layers that you have to break down your money with. But at the same time, if you really don't got too much, and if you can, there's nothing wrong with signing. I want everybody to know there's nothing wrong with signing as long as you're signing to a good deal. If you have leverage, then the labels will give you more money for less projects. Everybody's deals is complex, but there's nothing really wrong with signing. You see a lot of people sign and then they flip their money and they don't stop.
Yeah.
But independent, I'm working the independent lane right now for now until opportunity presents itself to me that I feel like it's worth signing on paper, signing my name on paper.
Okay. Now, what are some of your plans for the future?
Some of my plans, man, I feel like I'm gonna keep dropping these bangers. I'm gonna keep networking. I'm working on this. I wouldn't say it's a clothing brand, but it's DTM merch. I'm definitely working on legitimizing that.
Merch is important.
Yes, merch is very important. It shows support. It shows like where your support is coming from. If somebody order your shirt from LA or Texas or something, you're gonna see that. So, and then plus, your shirt, that person go anywhere, that's your shirt. So that's nice. So I'm getting merch. I plan on bringing up my artists. I got a couple artists on DTM, working with them and giving my knowledge to them. Like one of my artists, Germ Dope. Well, he's not my artist, but DTM artist, Germ Dope. He dropping Frankfurt Baby EP on May 1st.
Okay.
So whenever I'm not working on my own stuff, I just try to help my team out and help get money in their pockets, help them make the right decisions, help them make the right moves. And so that way, because we only as strong as our weakest link. So if somebody is weak over there, then we all weak. And so you just got to help everybody progress and everybody just keep rising up.
Okay. Now, this is one of the questions that I always ask artists the first time that we do an interview. How do you feel about the current climate of the music industry in Philadelphia right now?
Well, a couple years ago, I was saying it wasn't really too much going on in Philly. Philly was kind of dead. All you really had was kind of like the old school, like the older artists, like, but no new artists was popping.
Yeah.
But now I cannot say that. Philly, from what I can tell, is on fire right now.
I agree.
It's and maybe it could be because, you know, once Meek got on, that shined a light, a huge light.
I agree.
Then, you know, the years went on and went off. Then you had P&B Rock. Then you got Lil Uzi. And then you got a bunch of other, like, people that's just buzzing, and, like, anybody can blow from Philly right now. I feel like you could pick a lot of people's names, they could just blow up and be their own artist. So Philly is on fire right now. I feel like the only thing Philly got to do more is, like, become more like down south and just stick together. We always hashtag Philly support Philly, but I don't feel like Philly support Philly all the time.
Okay.
We got to work on that a little bit more, but the talent is definitely here. The skills, the drive. You know, Philly hungry. We always want attention and accolades. So, yeah, that's the one thing I would say. We just got to stick together more, help each other more. Not everybody, but, you know, help out some people. And
right.
then we all can
sense.
become strong as a city, like how Atlanta is just they're like the mecca of hip-hop right now. Like, they just so strong down there. Even LA, yeah, LA stick together. New York had their time. It's time for Philly.
Okay, okay. Now, for the people that want to follow you on social media, what's your Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, anything you got? SoundCloud too.
On Snapchat, I'm Loud Pat Cash. On Instagram, I'm Tony Cash with 2 underscores.
Okay.
I don't have Twitter. I never really was into Twitter.
Gotta get you a Twitter, bro.
Everybody do tell me that. I'm gonna make a Twitter. Even if I don't get on it, I'm gonna make it just to have it. But and on Facebook, I'm Tony De Niro on Facebook.
You got a SoundCloud?
On SoundCloud, it's actually combined. It's SoundCloud/Dope and Cash. That's Germ Dope and Tony Cash. So yeah, that's the SoundCloud. And yeah, just go until Gasman 2 drop. You can go listen to Neighborhood Gasman, which is on SoundCloud. It's on my SoundCloud, hosted by DJ Milticket. And on my mixtapes, I got my Can't Stop EP that was also hosted by DJ Milticket. Go blast all that so you can kind of get the flavor. Okay. And then get ready for this bomb to drop on 420 Gasman 2.
All right, man. Is there anything else you want to leave the viewers with before we get out of here?
I just want to say, grind, work hard, stay consistent, stay efficient, and there's nothing that you can't accomplish. This your boy Tony Cash. I'm rocking with a team dedicated to money. You're going to be hearing our names a lot this year, and a lot for the years to come on. And that's about it. Okay.
420 Gasman 2. Make sure you grab Tony Cash Project.
Yes,
it's your boy Rick Dange signing out with Hip Hop Since 1987.
Okay. Shout my Hip Hop Since 1987 niggas. HipHopSince1987.com.
Put that fucking money up. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Okay, that was my next question.
It could be a professional fighter. You put the right amount of money in my account, I'll fight any fucking body. Go right to sleep. Boop, boop. Nigga, turn my electric off and everything. I don't give a fuck. I bet y'all be in there trying to knock a nigga out though. Them first 48 seconds.
Yeah, shit.
They gonna be the best 48 seconds you ever seen in your life, nigga. An average nigga though, I'm gonna put him up. Yeah.
If you boxing,
but if I fight a nigga like Danny Garcia, the first 48 seconds gonna be the best 48 seconds you ever seen until he put my license.
Well, if you start training, I'm going there too. I want to train too, man.
But right, rappers, I'll fight any of them niggas for any of them for the check. Any of them. Oh, 50 kind of big though. I'm not on dude, but that motherfucker like 220 or some shit like that.